They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he'll get this one up to the 26. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, just shy of 140 yards and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Off of play action, here's Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Working from the gun, Lance. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he is going to have a Niners first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Lance a give now to Sermon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Lance a handoff here to Mostert. And the all-pro safety Buda Baker in on the tackle. So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Arizona Cardinals offense coming out here for the first time, and you get a peek at Kyler Murray, the dangerous offensive weapon now in his 3rd season in the National Football League.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This defense for the Niners, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now from Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here taken in by Isabella.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Now remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Murray a give. This is counter.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Murray now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Prater's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive.
And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish. But you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Here's Mostert, toss left side.
1st down and a little extra for Mostert. And he gets it all the way down to the 3.
73 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, Raheem Mostert, we know the story, from special teamer to postseason hero. All he needs is a little bit of space, CD, and he can do the rest.
And what I really enjoyed about that run and what made it so impressive to me was how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, how about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
And Lance now to throw.
And he's got it. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Set to return it. Here's Moore.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it in with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
First down, Murray. Complete on the quick throw to Moore.
8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Man open, here is Jones. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That's good for 28 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Murray. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Murray. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Murray now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back.
A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Lance.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Lance.
He's airing it out for Sanu.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. Lance going to throw. It's into the hands of Matthews for the 49er touchdown. Jordan Matthews, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Moore now on the return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins. Now Murray off play action. Throw left side complete. That's Connor. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now Murray again. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here.
Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you that it's because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay, you've taken it away. No catches, no targets, but we're still winning. I've opened things up for the rest of my team. I know how receivers think.
They've been using him as a decoy, and effectively so. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally, you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think the teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go.
No doubt about it. Remember, they've had their open week already, so this could be a straight shot all the way from here on out. To me, the best coaches, they tell their teams, hey, I'll take care of you during the week. You just leave it all out there on game day, and I'll make sure you're ready for the next one. We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now, fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17.
Another try after the 1st down sack.
Murray. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And he's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Andy Lee now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Trey Lance and the 49ers set to go back on offense here.
And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Lance.
Being chased out left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Now Lance.
Sanu with a grab over the middle.
And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Lance now on 1st down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
On second down, it's Sermon.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Expecting run, and they're down to pass of over 15 yards.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And he's got room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
93 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's Mostert. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8.
2nd and 7. Lance looking to throw it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Touchdown! It's complete. Jordan Matthews. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Moore now to return.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, Murray. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Trey Lance of the 49ers set to go back on offense here.
And a trio of touchdown passes so far. They've got the lead as well. All is good in their football world at this point.
And it's so much fun for our colleagues, right? Think about our producer, our director, everyone putting together these shots. When you love to be in the truck right now and hear him calling for it, give me that one, give me that one, give me that one. And we just saw 3 beautiful touchdown passes.
Now he's looking for 4.
Play action, now it's Lance.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive. It's a quick first down. Back to throw. Lance. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
This will be caught at Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. And this one's incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers to get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. The kick by Gold is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Set to return it. Here's Moore.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
We got this.
There's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Pass incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. tried to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On third down, it's Connor. And some room to work. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To Connor on the check down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Throwing now is Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
2 yards left on second down from the 9.
He'll dump this one off to Connor.
Personal foul, rubbing the captain, defense.
Unbelievable.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him, and they haven't done it successfully. The penalty is a result of that hit there.
Oh, he stays up. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Prater's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we are at halftime here on Halloween, as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, make sure you avoid the crazies out there and welcome in everybody to this Halloween edition of our EA Sports Halftime Report. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cardinals. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
That's what I'm frustrated about, man.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Got some room at the 30, and finally brought down at the 34-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
To throw again on second down. Murray. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 7 yards to pick up there. On second down, Mostert. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And Lance now to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. They just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The football going back over to Arizona now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Murray. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 19.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On
on 1st and 10 is counter. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go option to the short side. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Going deep for Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Extra point good by Prater. And this is back to an 8-point game. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Trey Lance of the 49ers set to go back on offense here.
He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your court? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
That's what he's done here in this one so far. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Lance. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle in your hands.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now Lance again.
Here's Sanu on the catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
They hand it off to Mostert.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
On play action, Lance.
This one caught by Kittle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 130 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Sermon. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again with Sermon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now Lance going to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the Arizona offense about set to take over. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Murray's going to keep it again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Murray now on first down. That is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Connor on the read option. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. For short yardage, trying to pick up first downs. That big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, Connor takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Here's Murray from midfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Golden able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
That's what I'm talking about.
2nd and 15.
Another try after the first down sack. Lance, open man is Samuel, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Here's Lance.
And that is incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. To throw, it's Murray. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. That's Isabella open on the right side. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Connor.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now Murray. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. D Ford, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about
and pressure coming, and they got him once again. DJ Jones in there to drop him at sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you had extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking it.
Murray with a third and long. Going deep for Hopkins.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up fourth down.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Lance now on first down.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
That may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On first down, Lance.
Eluding the pressure right.
And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good motion. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mohamed Sanu. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Niners are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Moore now on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Murray's throw here into the hands of Moore.
A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
That catch good for only a couple. Now Murray again. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Sermon now on 1st and 10.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, another shot for Sermon.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field.
Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10.
Murray now to throw.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes.
Eric Armstead picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Second and 20.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray under pressure. They got him again. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Murray. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now Murray's got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Lance, a give now to Sermon. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Throwing is Lance on third down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or two short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. So the victory here for San Francisco, and you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the 49ers,
the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year.
And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.